Tell us about this, Carlos. Am I gonna like it? Got anything that I should feel bad about eating with this new stuff?
First of all, thank you for having me. But I'll tell you, I think for us, the goal is to actually democratize plant-based foods. I mean, we know that a third of Americans actually are following a flexitarian diet. So now we'll have the advantage of actually bringing all the great products you have from the brands that you trust, also with a plant-based option. You know, it's about thinking about whether you have Oscar Mayer hot dogs and Oscar Mayer not hot dogs. And no matter what you do, you should always put Heinz ketchup on it, by the way.
You've got something for everyone. I don't know if we didn't talk about it much on the show, but the whole process of the way we do a lot of the things we eat, it's brought into the fore again by Carl Icahn. He's not a big shareholder of McDonald's, but are you up to speed on that, Carlos? Did you see the way that sows that are with with piglet, the way that they're kept? It's not a great situation. It would be nice if we could get to the point where there was humane treatment of everything we do. I know that they're bred for eventual consumption, but how do you strike a balance there at Kraft Heinz in trying to be as humane as possible with the treatment of animals, livestock?
You know, certainly for us, you know, we're going to be continuing to work with different industries and government officials to make sure, you know, that we do the right thing in terms of how we go to market with our products. And I think that is a lot of the beauty of the kind of partnership we're thinking now with NotCo, which is the idea of us making sure that as we think about, you know, our ESG commitments, we're also driving it with kind of a spirit of sustainability in the things that we do. I mean, I think that the fact that we are going to continue to evolve our portfolio to have more plant-based options that actually have a better footprint in terms of sustainability only allows us to actually improve our overall kind of, you know, focus that we have in ESG as we go forward.
Yeah, it definitely checks a lot of boxes that aren't all, you know, not talking about the same issues. So it's good at that point. Can you comment on input costs and whether you've raised prices, whether the prices are able to stick? Even comment on the notion that we hear from certain circles that big companies shouldn't be raising prices just because they can, that they should let their margins narrow to try to, I don't know, be good corporate citizens and not add to the inflation that we're seeing in the country.
I think, as you know, we are seeing certainly a complete focus on inflation across the entire industry and really end to end. And I think it's affecting all parts of our business. You know, what we have said from the beginning is that we're going to look at pricing, but not as the first option. So we have looked at other parts and how we actually be able to deflate that inflation, whether it is in terms of revenue management options and different sizes on our package. Now, what I'll tell you, too, is here at Kraft Heinz, one of the opportunities that we have is because we can leverage our scale to actually make sure we defray that inflation as much as possible for our consumers. So we are able to actually think about different ingredients that can be switched at different price points, different package materials, in order for us to kind of make sure that we're providing consumers the best options at the more accessible price. The other thing, too, you should know is that as we think about our portfolio, we have options at different price points. So if you think about coming into the mac and cheese category that I know you're a fan of, you can go all the way from the original blue box to an easy mac and cheese, and they all give you kind of different ways in which we approach our category. And that happens as well in our Oscar Mayer businesses. So the idea is making sure we have options for consumers at all price points in a way that they continue to enjoy the things that are their family favorite.